everyone, and welcome to Happy Trails Hiking. My name is Kay, and this video is a special one. It's a video response to Marianne Donnelly over at PanicDVideos, our haunted travels, and she made some chocolate chip cookie cups yesterday in their Hershey's chocolate week, and the cookie cups tended to run all over. So I'm going to do some checking into it and see what I can do and if I can make some chocolate chip cookie cups that will work. I understand that you need an apron. This is the only one we've got. I'm really hoping for a cool apron like Marianne's, but in order to get that, I may have to try to win their contest. You'll have to check that out over on their channel. I think it ends here on the 20th, so you'll need to check out that and go and subscribe and enter that video contest too. So let me get my ingredients together and we'll get to baking. So I was noticing that when Marianne was making her cups for her cookies, well, they were awfully wet, or the dough was awfully wet. And so I think that if we backed up the egg to the Toll House recipe, because it only calls for one egg, then maybe we'll be in the right ballpark. Let's give it a shot. Since it is Hershey week, we are using Hershey's chocolate chips as well, and I'm using semi-sweet chocolate chips. So we've got 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, half teaspoon of salt, a cup of butter, 3/4 cup of granulated sugar and 3/4 cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla, 1 egg, and then a whole package of these lovely chocolate chips. So we start our recipe with a cup of butter. So that's 2 full sticks of butter, and we use unsalted butter. Then we need our 1/4 cup so that we can get 3/4 cup of brown sugar and 3/4 cup of white sugar. Notice that I've packed the brown sugar into the measuring cup so it comes out as a little block. You don't want it loosely put in there, you want it packed in. And I do want to make sure that the butter gets all combined and softened because, well, who really has time to soften butter anyway? So I'm going to mix it all up with my mixer. Now it's time to add all of our dry ingredients. So we're going to put in our 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, we also need to add in our 2 1/4 cups of flour, and I'm using all-purpose unbleached flour today. Make sure you level off your flour, just like that. It needs to be loosely packed. There's 1. There's 2. And I need another 1/4. There we are. Now we mix that all up and we get ready for our chocolate chip addition. So you'll notice a much more crumbly batter, but it does hold together. So we'll give it a shot. I'm going to add my chocolate chips next. Alright, there we are, Hershey's. They're all in there. We're going to mix this up and then form them into our cookie cups. So everything's all blended and you can see that the dough does stick together and it should be ready to go onto the cups. And the way Marianne tried it at first was to put it on the back of a muffin tin, and I happen to have these beautiful historic muffin tins from Matt's grandmother, and so I'm going to use those today. And the first thing you need to do is spray them. First thing you need to do is spray them with some cooking spray. All right. So I found that working with cookie dough is sometimes good to get your hands a little wet first so it's not sticky. And then you want about walnut sized. And then we're just going to flatten it out and put it over the top of the muffin tin. I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom because I think that they're going to rise a little bit. We'll just have to see with this first batch what happens. So here's what mine look like before they go in the oven. And the recipe says 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 to 10 minutes. So we're gonna put them in, see what happens. I have put them on a baking stone. It's not preheated or anything, but I just didn't want goop all over my oven if it fails. Well, here we go. Here we go. Let's take a look. How'd it go? Oh. Well, Marianne, maybe we're in the same boat. Well, I'm gonna let them cool and try and get them off of there. But I'm gonna do the same thing that Marianne did and try for the inside of the pan and see what happens. So while those other ones are cooling, I'm gonna give this side a shot. I've sprayed the inside of this muffin tin, and we're gonna use about the same amount of dough, I think, because they're gonna spread. And the problem that Marianne had with hers was that they poofed up in the middle the whole time, and she kept having to tamp them down. So I don't know if this is going to be any better or not. So Marianne, I hope you feel at least a little vindicated that mine didn't work either, but I bet they taste really good. All right, in they go. 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, well, had the same problem Marianne had. So they poofed up in the center. So I'm gonna take a spoon, because I don't have one of those cool tampers like she has, and I'm gonna smush them down. Let them cool. So we're gonna see if we can get these out of the pan. And I actually stuck this in the refrigerator for a little while to see if I could get them to at least cool off enough to touch, and try to get them off of the pan. I don't know if it'll work or not, but we're gonna give it a try. So first, let's see if we can get these out. Got my knife. I'm just gonna slide it in. Oh, please, come on, really? There we go. So, kind of a cup. I'm not gonna drink milk out of it, but kind of a cup. But so far, we kind of have cups. So I did come out, and aren't they cute? I mean, I love this muffin tin. It makes them really neat. So, I got more batter. Got to make sure that Matt at least gets some cookies. But it's worth another shot. Let me do that again. All right. Well, I filled up my baking tin one more time. But you know how they poofed up and that was a problem? I have 2 pans. So this one I've sprayed with cooking spray on the other side, and we're gonna put them together. Just lay one in on top of the other. Don't push them down too hard because you don't want it squishing out everywhere. And then stick them in. Let's see what happens. Okay, so timer is up. Baby. So I put them in for 13 minutes. Forgot my other hot pad. That's not gonna work out well. Put them in for 13 minutes. Ooh. They didn't go like all over the place, so I don't have to clean my oven later, so that's nice. So here were the first cups that worked. I'm gonna let these cool for a little bit, and we'll see the comparison cups. Just a minute. Stay tuned. Oh, pulled them up to check them, and some of them are good. That one died. Maybe I should have taken it off earlier, but it does come off pretty easily. Well, oh, that one died too. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6. I wouldn't pass me, but that's okay. So I'm gonna let these cool a little bit more and see if I can get them out of the cups. I forgot to turn the camera on for the flip. We'll see. Please, please, please come out. No? Yes? Maybe? Okay. And now we only have 3-ish. Maybe. Alright, I'm gonna let those cool right there. These won't do much for us, but I bet they taste good. If you like recipes that aren't disasters and that I've actually tested before I try to do them, I do have a Patreon page, and the link will be below, and it's all about recipes and things that Matt and I eat on a weekly basis. So they cooled enough that I can handle them now. From 4 that we thought were okay, we're down to 1. 1, and it's, well, I guess if I added chocolate to the middle, it would hold milk, but I think I'm gonna let this cool off completely and then do some yogurt, frozen yogurt. Should be a good time. Marianne, I don't know. I thought I had the solution with the just 1 egg, but I got 6 little ones that aren't really cups, and then this one right here. So for the record, there's the finished product. I've added my vanilla frozen yogurt into the chocolate chip cookie cup. For all that it matters, notice that it is not strawberry. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Kay from Happy Trails Hiking, and see you next time. Thanks for watching.